Hello friends, welcome. Hope you're well. I've finally come to a location where I feel that a recording might be possible. It's very hard to find, in Mumbai. It's just so loud everywhere, and that's just what's on my mind this whole time. So let me show you where I am. Maybe you can already see the tracks behind me. So don't worry, there's no risk of a train approaching. Well, a train might approach, but it's a toy train. So I'm in the National Park in Mumbai, and this is the route of the toy train, and we're just gonna go along that right now. I was hoping to find a spot to sit, but I think why to sit if you can walk? That way I can show you the changing scenery. So glad I found this spot. It's been hard work to find any spot in the whole of Mumbai with no people, no traffic, no sound, except for the sound of nature, of course, which is always welcome. But yeah, in the Himalayas it is relatively easier to find. I guess the population density is also less. There are more open green spaces where you can just get lost. I think if you're here with me, listening to this, enjoying this, you probably feel the same as me. You probably enjoy being in nature as well, and enjoying the silence. Been looking for a place to record my videos for such a long time. It's been really noisy at home. A lot of traffic and honking sounds. Thought it might be a nice idea to come to the national park, which is literally next door. Such a huge green open space, and yet even here there can be challenges. So I came for a morning walk, and there are lots of people here that come for a walk early in the morning, or also to do some yoga or pranayam or sun salutation, or just to sit in meditation and prayer. It's really nice to see. The regulars are also greeting each other. But today that's not what I came for. I came to be in a silent place. And then I kept exploring places where I could just sit down and record. And finally I encountered some areas and then realized that people are not allowed there. They were barricaded. Not just barricaded, I would have gone over it. There were people standing at the gate, blocking you from going any further, which I feel is such a shame. Ooh, gotta be careful here. Whoa, this is not as easy as it looks. I may have to pause the video and come back with the story. Okay, so this is where I was at, and I have decided not to proceed because it is a little bit risky. Yeah, maybe next time when I have better balance. Ooh, I see peacocks. Let me show you the peacocks. Do you see them in a distance? That's the amazing thing about the national park. There's so many animals here. I've seen deer just walking past. A lot of them actually. While I was going for my morning run. See how many peacocks there are. There's one there in the distance as well. So yeah, I did find an amazing place. Quiet place with no people. And it turns out that it was the route of the tiger and lion safari. So it was barricaded. And I actually went through this off-beaten path through the stones and the trees and the sound of the insects. There was a spot that I knew where I've been to before. It has a very cute little waterfall. So there wasn't any waterfall today. I guess it still needs to rain a little bit more. Although the rain has been such a blessing. Really grateful to have the rain. I hope you're enjoying this. It's the first time I'm recording in portrait mode. This makes it a lot easier to hold the camera, to hold the phone. Let me know how you find this experience, or if you feel the landscape mode was better. Back to the tracks and the trees. Can you hear the sound of the stones as I step on them? Little flower petals. Tiny little baby plants. It feels so good to be back in nature. It's tough in the city, you know. So many people, so much of hustle, just people wanting to go here and there, do this and that. It's hard not to get overwhelmed by it. I'm sure all of us do. Which is why it's really helpful to take little breaks whenever we can and go into silence and nature. And I hope walking with me here also has some of that effect. So this used to be a river, and it will be a river again. We've just let the water out, but in a month or two it's going to be gushing. You know, I know that what I'm making is valuable. It feels valuable to me. It feels very meaningful for me to make these, to share it with you. And yet I'm not exactly sure what effect it is meant to have, or what I'm meant to publicize this as. I know I have a nice voice. A lot of people, maybe you, have told me. I'm really glad that I can own this, accept it, and want to make use of it. I really do. And I like it when I can speak in this gentle, pure voice. It doesn't always come out. It's based on the situation. It's based on the space I'm in, the physical space as well as the head space, the heart space. So yeah, recording these puts me in a good space. And also sometimes I need to be in a good space in order to record these, because it just flows, you know. It's not really planned. It's just a flowing from somewhere, from some source, straight through the heart onto the screen or onto the microphone. feels good. It feels meditative for me. So I'd like to hear from you. Maybe you can put in the comments or let me know in person. What effect does this have on you? Does it feel like ASMR? I think it does. Is it meditative? Is it hypnotic? Is it calming? Does it help you sleep? Or does it help you feel refreshed? I do like doing it though. A lot of wind. I guess that's also a sound of nature. I believe meditation doesn't have to be very methodical or intentional or in a certain way, that you need to sit in a certain manner for a certain amount of time. Or the instructions for meditation should be in this or that way. I feel any moment where you are in the present, where you are connected with this something which is beyond the thinking mind, where you feel present and alive and real, I believe that is meditation. There are many ways to get there. In fact, it doesn't require getting anywhere at all. So I'm in this tiny tunnel and I can hear my sound echoed, which is quite interesting. I just found this very interesting road. Shall we follow the tracks or shall we follow the trail? Well, there are people behind and the tracks are going to get busy, so I'm going to follow the trail. I genuinely have no idea where this is going to lead to. I haven't looked it up on the maps. I would love to hang from these roots though. Is that what we call them? Roots? Branches? Hang like Mowgli. Thank you for being here. In the middle of nowhere, in the middle of no time. Just here. Here and now. In this world of infinite possibilities. Every time you blink and open your eyes, there's something new in front of you. It's changing all the time. All the time. Endless wonder, endless joy. What a life. Also, endless suffering. But suffering is fun too. Once we stop struggling against the suffering, the things that make us unhappy or sad or angry, and it's a joy to live that suffering too. It's also a wonderful opportunity to be present. You can't help but be present when you are actively suffering. It's also the best opportunity to overcome these patterns that we feel helpless about, of acting out, reacting in the same way again and again. When we come across something scary, or when we come across something that makes us angry, or when we come across something that makes us envious or insecure, I send you strength to deal with those times, because they're not easy. They're not easy for anyone, even the ones that preach, even the ones that claim otherwise. And yet they're very valuable. And yet that's the only way it can be. So long as we're living this human life, there will be joy and there will be suffering. The more you enjoy the joy, the more you suffer the suffering. This is amazing. Really proud and amazed at where I've landed up. Oh man, I cannot tell you. You might think that it's just so easy to come to a place like this, because seemingly all my videos are in super quiet and cute places. But oh my god, I was about to give up. I was heading back home. It's not easy to find such places, at least in the cities. And by the way, if you do have some places like this in mind, in Mumbai or around Mumbai, please let me know. I would love to go there and shoot videos. I might just like to go there and stay. That might just save me from abandoning this city altogether. Coming to the end of this video and stay silent for a couple of minutes in gratitude for our togetherness and this lovely space we have, and then we will close. Thank you. I hope this has been just as meaningful a journey for you as it has been for me. I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Wish you well.